See this? Echelon form of a matrix. Echelon, echelon. So I call it echelon, and some people will call it echelon, or anyway. So you can understand this, right? Echelon form. So echelon form of a matrix is, what happens is, in order to find the rank of a matrix, it will be easy if we can convert the matrix to some form, and from that form, if we can directly see the matrix and say the rank, it is easier, right? So echelon form is exactly useful there. So I'll tell you what echelon form is, and then we shall see why it is so useful. Especially it is useful in finding out the rank of a matrix. Okay, so watch it. So a matrix capital A is said to be in echelon form if every row of capital A which has its entries 0 occur below every row which has a non-zero entry. It means that, see this, in this matrix, every row which has 0, so this is a row which is containing all 0 elements, right? So every row which is having all zeros should be at the bottom. That is the meaning of it. So how many ever rows you have, don't worry about it. Every row which is having completely zeros should always be at the bottom. That is what they are saying. Even if you have one more row that which is having all zeros, that should be at the bottom. So these two rows cannot be anywhere in the beginning. They have to be definitely at the bottom. That is the first rule, right? And the second rule says that the number of zeros before the first non-zero element in a row is less than the number of zeros in the next row. So it means that, see this one, the number of zeros, these zeros before the first non-zero element in any row should be less than the number of zeros before the first non-zero element in the next row. That is the meaning of it, which means the zeros should keep on increasing, and whenever you come to a row with all zeros, it should be present at the bottom, right? So this is what is called echelon form. See, the logic behind echelon form is, whenever you have any matrix in echelon form, then you can try to find out the determinant easily. The reason is, if it is in echelon form, then the submatrices will be some kind of triangular matrices. Okay, you will not be able to find it out. Okay, in this one, okay, let's do one thing, forget about this. While solving the examples, I'll explain more about what is the logic behind echelon form. For now, just keep it simple, okay? Even if I explain it here, you will not be able to follow it. With examples, it will be easy. So first, try to understand these 2 points. Echelon form of a matrix is, if you have all zeros in a matrix, that is going to be at the bottom. Okay. Second thing is, the number of zeros, they should be increasing. That is what. These two cannot be here. So that is what. And why is it important is, one important result is, the rank of a matrix in echelon form is equal to the number of non-zero rows of the matrix. Now see this, matrix is clearly in the echelon form. Therefore, the rank of this matrix is equal to the number of non-zero rows. So how many non-zero rows are there? 2 non-zero rows are there. Therefore, rank of this particular matrix is 2. So why it is so? Just see this. So if you take, this is a 4 by 4 matrix, isn't it? So since this is a 4 by 4 matrix, if you take all the 4 rows, definitely, since the one entire row is 0, the determinant of 4 by 4 matrix is 0. So you cannot take that, right? Which means the rank cannot be 4. Now next, go to a 3 by 3 matrix, any 3 by 3 submatrix. Any 3 by 3 submatrix, if you take inside it, you have to include either this row or this row, 3 elements. Again, it is going to have all zeros in one of the rows. Therefore, even determinant of every 3 by 3 submatrix is also going to be zeros. Therefore, rank cannot be 3. Next thing is, you have to take 2 by 2 submatrix, right? Now which one you can take? This one. If you see this, it is a triangular matrix. The reason is, all the elements below the triangle, below the principal diagonal, are all zeros. Therefore, it is a triangular matrix. That is the concept behind it. Now every echelon form matrix, in every echelon form matrix, you will be able to find out a triangular matrix, and therefore you will be able to find out the determinant very easily, right? And how big will that square matrix be, that triangular square matrix be? that will be as big as the number of rows which are non-zeros. Therefore, that is how we get the order of this as 2, rank of this as 2, right? So even if you are not able to understand the logic, forget it. So what is the rank of a matrix? It is equal to the number of non-zero elements, non-zero rows in a in a matrix in echelon form. Okay, how many is that? 2. Okay, therefore the rank of this matrix is 2. We shall see more examples on how to get this, then I'll explain it more clearly. Okay.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So, first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177 and IIT Roorkee's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkee, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkee is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkee. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.